Hey YouTube viewers, welcome back. So as promised, here is the 1453 intake duct headlight wired up. So I just got it stacked on top of the OEM one right now. Just wanted to test the wiring. Looks like I got everything right. So the halo LED is actually not too bad. It's a lot brighter than that weird purple light it was giving me. I think those are the DRLs. But since there is no third wire on the wiring that they had for the turn signal, pretty much that amber orange light, there is no daytime running light or parking light, as they call it. But yeah, that's how it looks. So I got the wiring done. I just used the heat solder butt connectors, and so what I did was I wired the turn signal here and the halo light, and I heat soldered it to a 1157 male adapter, and that plugs into the OEM socket. And then I heat shrunk everything, make it watertight. I do have this third wire ground. That's for that parking light I was talking about. I don't really want to splice it into the OEM cable. I'll have to figure something out if I really want that running. Since these are LEDs, the draw is a lot lower, so I'm not too worried about drawing too much current or short-circuiting anything. And then the projector headlights, I got it right here. So I used the heat solder to connect the black and the red, and then I purchased the 9006 male adapter and soldered that together, heat shrunk everything, and then that just plugs into the OEM 9006 female socket there. So yeah, everything's hooked up. It's looking pretty good. I'll probably work on installing this tonight. Seeing online, I have to remove the front bumper. So that's a little bit of a pain for my setup, because I've got the Leroy Engineering license plates, tow hook, and license plate adapter. So I gotta unbolt that. Yeah, I'll have to take off the tow hook, I believe, because that'll be in the way. Remove the front bumper. Remove my Cobalt Engineering cooling plates. And then I'll have to turn the wheels left to right. I'm not even sure if I can access that one bolt right here, because I've got 15 by 9 plus 35 wheels. I honestly don't think I can access it. Last time I did access it, I had like 6.5 inch wide wheels on there. So that 2.5 inches plus the offset pushing that wheel out definitely gets in the way of that one bolt. Let's see. I could put some. Oh, you know what? It's when you push the brake light in the carbon Miata, the outer ring on the driver's side doesn't work with the brake. But I did disconnect the plugs for that, the quick connectors. I put some dielectric grease. I thought maybe that would fix it, just like the issue I was having with my window switches, but it did not. So the window switch, that's a whole another story, but anyone with an NB Miata, NA Miata is aware that these Miatas with the window switch right there by the cup holders, moisture gets on the switches fail, the windows stop working. It's all because of the switch, and I ended up buying an OEM switch from the local Mazda dealership in my area, and that ended up costing almost $300. Yeah, so back to the headlight. That looks pretty good. I will try and install that tonight. See how my arthritis is acting up. I am an old man, so but let me show you with the headlights off how that looks. So you see the turn signal, the halo ring blinking. And then let me turn the hazards off. Oh, that door's locked. Okay, hazards off. So there's that parking light I was talking about. Like, that's always going to be on this side. With the headlight set to the first setting, so since there's no third wire, there's no ground. So you can see that one's capped off. The light doesn't stay on. The side marker light does. But let's turn the headlight back on. Projector lights on. And still no turn signal or parking light, which is the orange light there. Not sure why they didn't just include a third wire light, or a light with a third wire. I'm thinking because it's an LED. The 1157A is a dual filament. I'm not an electrical engineer or anything, but for those of you that can better explain why, go ahead in the comments. But I'm sure there should have been a work around that somehow. But yeah, I'm hoping this setup lasts, just because, like, look at how thin the wires are for the lights. Like, that's for the halo ring. Like, the lights or the wire gauge, I think there's like one strand of aluminum and like 2 strands of copper for the halo ring. And then for the turn signal, it's a little thicker gauge, but I had to use 22 gauge wire heat solder connectors. I was afraid that the connection might not even be any good. But yeah, overall, it's nice. It looks cool. But for the 400 plus, it's like $405 Canadian. That 1453 Custom Parts is charging on Etsy. I wouldn't say it's worth it. You can buy an OEM headlight for that, and do a custom setup with a PVC pipe right through into the turbo intake. Or I was going to go with a fog light, but I think I'm just the fog light intake, but I'm just going to install fog lights instead. But yeah, it's not worth it. $405 for the headlight, $51 for customs fees, and then buying all the male adapters, the heat solder, shrink tube, whatever else to get this running was like 50 something bucks off Amazon. Plus the time, you know, it's 20-30 minutes to install the bail adapters, and then the pain of me installing the headlight, taking the bumper off, the whatchamacallit, tow hook, license plate adapter. That's gonna be like an hour, maybe even more, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to remove the bumper without taking the wheels off. You know, that's like $500+ for the headlights. I could have just got an OEM one, and put a PVC pipe and make it look nice and closer to OEM and have full functionality except for the high beam. Yeah, it's not worth it. You know, I gave an honest review on 1453 Custom Parts, their Etsy store. Guy replies back, single letter V. So I'm not big on shopping on Etsy, but when the seller does that, you can't edit the review. I was going to add a few extra details in the review for possible future customers and buyers, just explaining, you know, like the wiring's cheap, the lighting's cheap, the projector light's cheap, 3D printed. I asked if this was stainless steel. He says, you know, it's steel, it's not going to rust. But, you know, is it stainless or not? Stainless still can rust. So I think eventually I will paint that. It's a little too cold still to paint it right now, even though I'm in my garage. I got a heater. Yeah, would I have purchased this knowing, you know, what I've gone through? Absolutely not. I would have just went with the fog light intake duct, which you can buy the fog light connector duct, Flying Miata, Etsy, just everyone sells them for like $50-$60. I've already got ducting in here, from the front bumper under there. There's an elbow. I just got to connect the piping. Yeah, I if I would have known, I would have went that route instead. But you know, it is what it is. It looks cool. Like, do I really want the attention having this intake headlight duct? You know, I should have thought that through. You know, I'm not really a big attention-seeking guy. I could care less what other people think. You know, for me, it was strictly for the intake, air efficiency, and ambient temperature. But yeah, I wouldn't have bought it if I knew I was gonna go through all this trouble and additional expenses and having, you know, no parking light or whatever. So that's an honest review. You know, not worth it for the price. You know, there's other options. You could buy an OEM headlight, like I said, and just do a custom setup yourself. And you know, I'm thinking I should have done that. Like, get another driver's side OEM headlight, circular saw, just saw that out, PVC pipe. You know, a lot of big horsepower guys do it. Supras mainly, Skylines. Yeah, I feel like I'm just rambling on here, but yeah, I don't know what else to add. So I'll do another video once it's installed. I'm hoping it fits right and like it fits well. If it doesn't, I just might fucking put it up for sale or something. And then I'm going to test the light output. So it's raining today. I should have an update video tomorrow if it's installed. You know, it definitely looks cool. I'm sure, you know, it's going to push a lot more cold air into my turbo intake. If I'm missing anything else, let me know. I will I will take a quick video after this to show you the parts I ordered from Amazon to make this all work.